Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to Diotior Productions. And welcome back to Stoneblock 4. So, tiny tour time. Aura Tech room decorated. To-do list made. Honestly, it's easier to save and then edit this in an applicable text document outside of the game. I put the fluids we're keeping into the disk drive and made a few more latex cows. As you can see, our next task is setting up the 2 chicken mining setups. After plenty of trial and mostly error, I know how to set this up now. We just need to collect some stuff. So 18 stasis chambers, 2 fluid laser bases, 2 dislocators, 2 ender chicken eggs, 72 drills, and to fully upgrade both these and the withers, 180 industrial foregoing upgrades. So it's a good job we made more latex because we now have 150 buckets worth, which we're going to use most of it. So first of all, stasis. I would like 18, please. Fluid laser base. 2. 72 drills. And these don't stack very well. But if we go at industrial, so I need 175 more of these. And we're out of latex. So we will just let this finish building up a little bit. So while we wait for these, again, make sure you turn your room preview off if you're using wireless AE. We are going to build something very similar to this in this corner. Okay, so now all of this is complete for now. We put our stasis chambers in here. And then we need to get ourselves a pair of dislocators. I am out of draconium dust, so I need to go and brush me some endstone. 1 second. Oh wait, I can do it here. That's too much. To be fair, I probably only need 2 stacks to get me what I need. Boop. There we go. Draconium dust. The platinum chunks, honestly, in the bin. I got dimensional shard gems, which is going to be useful because I'd need to make a few of these otherwise. But the rest of it in the bin. So we need, what did I say? Oh yeah, the dislocators. I will take another 4 of those as well. And go skadoosh. Skadoosh. Okay, and then we come over to the middle of our chicken platform. Like, it's a bit hard moving so quickly. And we go skadoosh. Skadoosh. So these are both set. Get rid of that. We also need to get ender chicken. 2 mighty ender chicken eggs. I need 2 dark matter, please. Doot. There we go. And we have our ender chicken eggs, which we are not going to use just yet because that would make everything go very, very badly. So, step the first. I might as well use this because I've got it. 1 of these here, 1 of these here. Now, normally with the wither, you make it thusly. However, with these chickens, you go thusly. And if anything, the drills are a little bit easier to put down because you go skadoosh. Now, all we have to do is hook up the cables. Okay, with these made, we get 2 of our ender gates. And we go doot and doot. Everything starts to power up. If we get a little bit too close, we can see we get the effect. And importantly, before you put the chicken in, because once you're there, you really can't do anything because of the hitboxes, put your 2 black laser lenses in here. So I should do the upgrades before I get any further. One moment. So, after an ungodly amount of time, you join me as everything is upgraded as fast as it can be. That took a while getting all that latex. Now, we have to go find the chicken room again. Okay, so the way this works, if I've done everything right, which I'm pretty sure I have, we go step 1, chicken, step 2, dislocator. And then step 2, chicken, step 3, dislocator. Or 4, 5, whatever. And these can go away. And then we go home, because I don't really fancy falling in the chicken thing. Come over here, and we go to... We can see 2 mighty ender chickens, which are getting hurt. I tell you what I forgot to bloody add. So I need to make 2 more ender chickens. I forgot to hook these up to the bloody computers. So now it's time to kill some ender chickens. So you find where the chicken is and just smack it until it's dead. And just a quick check, because that one was alive longer, it's got 3 buckets of chaos in it. So we need imported booze. Just grab a normal one. It's not that quick. And then we will put the acceleration cards on it though. So before we forget, again, click, click, and then out of our backpack, we grab, we'll grab 2 stacks of cable and go step 1, skadoosh. Skadoosh, and then we'll just run this directly back because we don't need to take it up. And then if we check for chaos, we have 4 buckets of chaos. Okay, can I have ender? Oh, I didn't set it on autocraft. Okay, so I need 2 of these again because I goofed. And we get these back. So remember, you go chicken, dislocator, chicken, dislocator. So that should have put them both in the 2 different ones. So we go back to home, into the thing. There are those. Chicken there, chicken here. And our chaos is going up quite nicely. So, what do we do with the chaos, I hear you say? Well, until we get our chaos chicken that we're not actually going to need to rush that much in the smelting room. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a second nugget cast out of steel. We need a export bus. We need a compacting drawer, which we have lots of already. I will use a normal one because we're in a different room and it's fine. So if we say this goes here, underneath it, we'll get 2 facades and 2 mechanical pipes. So pipe, pipe. That pulls out of there and goes into the compacting drawer. And we put the nugget cast on here. Facade, facade. Normal, normal. Another facade. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go dig a tunnel to over there somewhere. Okay, so proof of concept. It works. There's a cable feeding all the way over here. So this exports into here, which is a tiny chaos fragment. So I picked that up. And I will put it in here, and it'll go tiny chaos fragment. Why are you not exporting properly? Oh, because it's not feeding into there. Okay, proof of concept works. I just need to refine it and make it stick. Okay, I guess we're doing it through Auratech because, you know, that just works. Whereas these don't want to go into these drawers, which is a mite annoying. And then we lock and connect. For now, that should be enough. A whole lot of chaos. So we've done step 1, milking a chicken, done. Make it into the bigger one, and now small chaos shard. Why is it stopped? There we had a chaos. Why is my chaos stopped? Okay, I tell you why. Because I forgot to claim and force load. Make sure these are force loaded. If it's in a different dimension, force load them. Otherwise, when you go, huh, why is this not working? Because you're an idiot, sir. So if we go over to when I find the right room, it's now working. Ender chicken miner, done. Ender chickens, done. Auto chaos to shards, done. The bottom two we may or may not get to today. But definitely the awakened chicken, we can now craft. Clearly I didn't. So we need to adjust our recipe. So where do you pull from? You pull from here. So you are whitelist for Draconium. You can only pull awakened Draconium chickens. You can only push Draconium chickens. And you can't touch Draconium chickens. And then we recipe for chickens. This goes in here, and we say, hey, please can I have 2 chickens? I am missing 4 chicken soul tier 9s. I do not. Tier 9 chicken soul. Just automate that. So we need 4. So Draconium chickens. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And breed. And you two can go back in the computer to be futurized. These 12, however, bye. And if we put those in there and go world engine and go like this for 2 of these, it's going to automatically craft the 2 the souls that we need, and then it's automatically going to give us our chickens when we come over to here. And we have our 2 awakened Draconium chickens. Now, before we do anything else with them, pull these out here because I don't need them anymore. I'm going to breed up 2 more chickens. Put 1 in here. 1 goes in here. Just to start building this up while you work out. And then you two, goodbye. Smushy smush. Yum, 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 yum. And then you go there. This may take a while, so we'll come back to him. So, next on our list is the time chicken, if I could spell. because the coolant we want to use is time fluid. So we need to make lots of time crystals. So if we can get this up together nice and easily. 360 millibuckets of meat, 8 buckets of time fluid. So if we go time fluid, that was weird. We go in a reaction chamber is polymorphic fluid with a time crystal, gives us a bucket of time fluid. So reaction, so that is that. So if we say, hey, can I have 8 buckets of time fluid, and I'm about to make another one of these just to put time fluid in. We got 8 buckets of time fluid. So that is chicken. So next, 2 seeds. Easy enough. 8 awakened feathers. So 16 feathers. We need 36 time steel. So, I tell you what, we'll do this easy way. Go like this. And that is world engine? World engine craft. Like that. So we need to get 2 seeds, a little bit of meat. So 16 feathers. Ooh, 12 feathers. Done. So we'll sort the meat in a second. Time steel, time crystals, time fluid, done. Fortron, done. Feathers, done. Now we need a cuckoo clock, which is a cuckoo clock. So we need 2 andesite casings. Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks. So that should, if we go time chicken. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, I'm going to make 2 normal cuckoo clocks because it does say it accepts both. Yes, it wanted those cuckoo clocks, not the explosive ones for some reason, even though the recipe said so. So, 2 seeds. Done. And then if we look for meat, 30 millibuckets, 90 millibuckets, 10. So, the, like, raw meat again, 30 millibuckets. 12 should be enough. Yoink. Okay, cheap and easy way to do this is a fluid drawer with a import bus. And then we go skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. So now, if I ask for little chicken, I will have 2 of little chickens. It's done. So, one of them is going to get a workout. The other, just temper, is going up in the corner. But yeah, so we'll let these 2 work out a little bit. Because what we're going to do, we have this recipe for time fluid in here. We're going to actually take one of our fluid drawers and say molten ender chicken, ender chickens. These are not chickens, these are cows. Thank you for your service. However, your services are no longer required. Because if I go like this, just so I know where I'm digging through, I will put that back for a second. fluid drawer. And then behind it, I don't need to... Yep. Hi. 1, 2, 3. We're aiming for over here. Under this. So if we follow it to just before this corner ends. So here, if we look, it's 1 in from here. So you go 1 back, and we mine until we get to the wireless doofer. I mined too far. Run a gibble. You go there, and then we fill you in. Okay, you stay out of the way for a second so I can let myself out. You go up along here. There we go. Fill all that in. Connect this. So you, with some acceleration cards and a crafting card. Oh, wait, that's an import. I'm an idiot. I need an export bus, not an extended import bus. What a spoon. So you get these, 1 of these, and we go for time fluid. Put this in here. And rebuild the wall. But also, we need to find where we put the recipe for time crystals and take that out. Because we have a chicken making time crystals. We don't need that shit no more. So that is now holding 32 buckets of time fluid, which is enough. I will not connect it because that will confuse things. I will just lock it. Then we need mechanical pipes. We go skadoosh. 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 It might be easier for me to very quickly delete all of this and rebuild them. Right, just to increase our power production. Yeah, it'll be fine. At some point, it'll swap over. And we go skadoosh. So, when this empties of molten ender, it will start. I have a drawer of molten ender over here. Why do I have a drawer of molten ender? Cool, done. We just have to wait for these two to finish leveling up. Like, you're almost there. I mean, I say that. You're not. But we have 211 time crystals ready to go. Now we just need to get the other chickens. Okay, so with all of that done, power reactors we will save for another time. It's time, I think, to think about particle acceleration. Now this is where it gets fun and very complicated. Update. I got bored of waiting. So, there's 32 buckets in this pipe. All of these are basically full. So, when they finish their power or their current supply of molten ender, some of them may use it up first. Others, it depends how much power we're using at the time. Others may hold their molten ender forever, never touching it until we really rip all of the power out of our system, but we've got a decent supply of storage. On that note, we're going to call it a part there, ladies and gentlemen. We set up our ender chickens to harvest the chaos, and then set up the auto production of chaos fragments. We got our awakened draconium and our time chicken. The ones for the roost are currently getting buff. You can't see it in the pipes, but we got a plan in motion for a new coolant for our thermo generators. It's gonna get dangerous in the next episode. So, if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Diotior, out.